We are seeing that now. This right here is the traditional spawn that I was actually talking about. The a lot of people call it the Great Wall of Lakeside. So a really traditional spawn here, also followed up by a really traditional hunter spawn here, built by Shaq. It seemed like the Geisha. The Geisha might chase the Enchantress here first. Amazing job hiding, delaying that first save. They might force the chase on to a lot of rotating here. Amazing job by the survivors rotating, giving them a lot of time, to actually to keep the first chase away from this Geisha. So a lot of the times that people play rank and competitive, the big issue is that no one really rotates and hides. But they did a really good job. Oh, Broken Widow's coming in, amazing, barely dodging that hit. That was definitely Geisha's hitbox coming back to bite them, but amazing butterfly followed up by a really amazing time to Broken Windows. Playing this mind game around this pellet. This pellet is really small, so we are probably going to see a hit here. Yeah, no surprise there. The pellet is way too small to mind game. Amazing job so far by Kaden and his routes. Dropping a little early, in my opinion. MX doesn't see him, actually. The timing was amazing, giving him a little more distance. We are going to see him butterfly through here. Now, this isn't a traditionally strong pallet. Oh, loses the pallet mind game. And now there's 2 hits. I wouldn't say I think they're relatively early. But I definitely think K-Dead has. He doesn't have the distance. He had the distance, but again, you have to transition. You can't afford to transition in the open against the Geisha. Geisha is so good at shutting down transitions here. And he definitely needed to transition a little more, probably around the rock and taking mid, but he did kind of push those canoes a little too early. We are seeing the Geisha try to get this falling hit. I don't want to jinx it, but I'm pretty sure they do a blink trick here. And it does work out. Oh my, amazing job! The Geisha stuffs, as I couldn't even finish my sentence. I was going to comment on the fact that that Mushin is like notorious and for doing this blink drop trick, and he got it to work on Faye, and also got the Terror Shock. The Terror Shock, by the way, for those of you who don't know, against a Mercenary, you have to get a hit and Terror Shock in order to stop his rescue. But if you just get a hit and then another hit, he can still do a wounded rescue before he goes down. Amazing job by eating a pallet hit early. He does have to be careful with it. He needs to keep his pressure high, because this would be giving a. He did a really good job here, Terror Shock the Mercenary and stuffing the initial save, but he needs to keep his pressure up so he can actually build off this. Amazing butterfly. This is going to be a hit. He misses the hit. That's going to give Batter the opportunity to harass. He needed that hit to go through. Amazing flywheel by Batter. The support is going amazing by that. Another pallet stun. Again, he needs to be careful that they're not regaining their feet here. Batter again making harassing very difficult. Stuffing the butterfly. Batter's doing an amazing job here. This is what I'm talking about. He needed that hit to go through. The Batter support is just too strong against Geisha. Oh, I think there's a big misstep by Psychologist. I don't think they even need to slam that pallet. I think they just let Batter continue support and looping. If anything, Batter also has the option to slam pallets for a Psychologist. But again, they only need one person here. They can't afford to overstep here. I think we are going to see Batter pull off here. Yeah. Batter's going to pull off here. They're going to play this slow. They did a really good job at gaining whatever footing they needed back. They're getting their Cypher progress under control relatively okay. But they are still behind an entire Cypher. They did just pop that Cypher, but again, they are having to start an entirely new Cypher. Batter having 1 ball left, 1 ball on the ground, no flywheel. He is going to have to play this really smart with this last bat. Again, amazing patience by Zular here. He is going to see him breaking this last one. Zular needs to go pick up that last ball, which you see him doing. He needs to make sure that he has this ball, not even to actually hit, but at least to aim and stop the dash from happening. You do see the Geisha actually being forced to teleport. Now this is smart. Unfortunately, he did teleport to the Mercenary, but I don't think the Geisha can actually afford to continue chasing the batter. Like I said, because he does need 4. He needs to make sure that he gets 4 here. And with them starting 2 different ciphers now, one at Crab Shack, one at Shore, and they do have a 6th cipher that is almost primed at Docks. They can't really. The Geisha again can't afford to continue chasing batter like this. 2 hits coming very quickly with the Mercenary. This is going to be... I don't think this does too much. They are going to slug Mercenary. Mercenary's going to go die in the corner. But again, the Cypher progress is too far. We do have Crab Shack that is about like 50-60 on top of Shore that's about to pop. On top of the Docks that is about to pop as well. Mind games happening, but again, the mind game happening, and Zular has actually just decided to run straight. It misses the flywheel. The flywheel is up, but they might be saving it for endgame, which I think is actually the smarter play here. I don't think... Yes, they could have flywheeled and dodged that hit, but I think the flywheel might be better used saving it for flywheels and saving it for endgame since the Cypher is actually primed. This is smart. PPC is actually coming to heal Faye. They can't really afford to have Faye have no self-heal. Because if Geisha does teleport on Faye after Cypher popped, they could slug, and that might actually be pretty game-changing, flipping it from something like a draw to a tie. From a draw to a loss, in both cases. PPC can actually afford to rush this. They have a stun. Yeah, they are going to get this regardless. It doesn't really matter about... It's not about... Oh, amazing drop hit! Oh, no, Geisha shouldn't have... They should be popping here. Geisha shouldn't have re-hit. They should have just picked up the batter orange chances there. They couldn't really afford to re-hit. Amazing job. Amazing. This is why MX is widely regarded as the best. Amazing reaction time. The pallet gets slammed on the wrong side. I was gonna say amazing butterfly and camera manipulation, but also amazing job with the Enchantress's reaction time. But again, the pallet unfortunately got slammed on the wrong side. The gate is going to be open. Oh, Faye needs to make sure they actually get out here. They are going to get out. Okay, that was kind of scary. But again, Enchantress does have self-heal on top of batter being up, so this is going to be a draw. And with that Mercenary escaping, that actually secures the win for Python in round 2 of this matchup. Again, amazing stun reaction time with the Enchantress. This could result in a 3-man escape here. They do know where dungeon is. It is an Enchantress, that makes it very difficult to chase with 2 stuns. 1 stun, excuse me, and a flywheel. This could be... This might look like... If he can hit this flywheel, this is going to be a 3-man. A little early on the flywheel, and he does have a stun. Oh, that is so unfortunate. A little early on the flywheel, if he was a little more patient on it, this could have been a 3-man.